Ahoy, mateys! Welcome back to Aaron Talks, the YouTube channel that sails through the sea of the latest tech, news, and reviews. If you're looking to keep your finger on the pulse of today's fastest-moving trends, while also diving into fascinating historical tidbits, then don't forget to smash that subscribe button. Today, we're setting our sights on Tampa, Florida, where a true seafaring titan stands tall. No, it's not a sea monster. It's not the ghost of a pirate. It's the SS American Victory, a living, floating voodoo memorial and maritime museum. The name's quite a mouthful, isn't it? Much like trying to pronounce the scientific name of a lobster. This is the SS American Victory, one of only a handful of operational World War II Victory ships remaining out of the whopping 534 that were originally built. This beauty is currently shimmering under the tropical sun like a Hollywood starlet or an extremely large metal whale. Whichever floats your boat, pun intended, but trust me, she's worth it. Just as sure as a parrot loves crackers, the American Victory ship is one magnificent vessel. Not only is she one of only 4 fully operational World War II ships in the U.S., but she's also a bona fide national treasure, recognized on the National Register of Historic Places. Stepping aboard is like stepping into a maritime time machine, surrounded by artifacts, exhibits, uniforms, medals, and photographs. Here's a fun fact for you. Did you know sailors used to refer to their uniforms as monkey suits? Guess they had a sense of humor in the face of adversity, eh? But I digress. As you walk the 9 magnificent decks of the American Victory ship, you'll be walking in the footsteps of the brave men and women who served during World War II. From transporting troops to carrying vital supplies, this ship has seen more action than a Hollywood blockbuster. Now, while the American Victory ship has retired from her wartime duties, she's still quite the social butterfly, hosting a myriad of events like the thrilling On to Victory 2023 dinner cruise, the explosive 4th of July Freedom Fest, and the spine-chilling Undead in the Water event. These festivities aren't just about fun, they're about honoring those who served and engaging the community. Much like that one cool grandma who still rocks at parties. And if you're wondering if you can explore all 9 decks, absolutely. The entire ship from stem to stern is open for tours. As for how long it takes, well, that depends on how much of a maritime history buff you are. But on average, expect to spend about 1-2 hours aboard. Oh, and don't worry, it's not like those grueling gym hours. Time flies here with fascinating exhibits, interactive displays, and engaging narratives that transport you back to the golden age of the American merchant fleet. From uniforms that have seen more waves than a beauty pageant to medals that could rival an Olympic athlete's collection, each artifact tells a compelling story, a story of bravery, of resilience, of service and sacrifice, as timeless as the sea itself. So if you're in Tampa and you've got some time, drop by the American Victory Ship Mariners Memorial Museum. But be warned, once you climb aboard, you may never want to batten down the hatches on your maritime history adventure. Now buckle up, folks, because we're about to embark on a journey through the day-to-day life of the ship's officers and captain. Trust me, it's not quite the love boat scenario you might be picturing. As you'd expect in a WWII vessel, the living arrangements were functional rather than luxurious. Think more along the lines of minimalist chic, if you like. Now the officers and the captain, they had it a smidge better. The captain's quarters, known as the captain's cabin, was a bit like a master suite on a camping trip. It's small, but comes equipped with a desk for planning strategies, drafting important naval communications, or perhaps doodling seagulls in their spare time. But seriously, the captain's quarters also had a separate sleeping area. Not quite a California king, but it was private and a significant step up from the hammocks used by regular crew members. As for the officers, their quarters were a step above the crew's, but still nothing that would make a 5-star hotel quake in its boots. Each officer's quarters was equipped with a bed, a small desk, and a tiny wardrobe. It was the suite life, but with more Morse code and fewer room service options. Now let's dive into their daily life. Imagine waking up to the call of seagulls and not an alarm on your smartphone. Breakfast would be served in the officer's mess, which despite the name was usually quite orderly. Then it's a full day of duties. For a captain, this might include navigation planning, crew management, and maybe even a bit of diplomacy if they encountered other vessels. Officers, meanwhile, would be overseeing their respective departments, ensuring the ship was running smoothly.
Are you going to meet me up there? Yeah, here I come.
The American Victory ship was, in essence, a cargo vessel. However, she was not your run-of-the-mill grocery shopping kind of cargo vessel. Oh no, she was more like the supermarket sweep of cargo vessels. During World War II, the ship was entrusted with the vital task of transporting goods for the war effort. This included everything from ammunition to tanks, from food to medical supplies. You name it, she probably carried it. If she had a motto, it would probably be, "You want it, we got it." Now you might be wondering about her defenses. She wasn't an attack vessel, but she still needed to protect her precious cargo from enemy threats. And protect it she did. With her armament that was impressive for a cargo ship, the American Victory was armed with a 5-inch 38 caliber gun capable of firing both anti-aircraft and anti-ship shells. That's kind of like having a double espresso shot. It packs a punch both ways. In addition, the ship also had a 3-inch 50 caliber gun, which was particularly handy for knocking enemy aircraft out of the sky. And if that wasn't enough, she was also equipped with 8 20mm Oerlikon anti-aircraft cannons. Imagine the Star Wars Millennium Falcon, but on the sea. A true multitasking marvel, carrying cargo, transporting troops, and defending itself, all while navigating the world's oceans. So there you have it. The American Victory was more than just a ship. She was a floating fortress, a supply chain champion, and a symbol of the indomitable spirit of the wartime fleet.
Yep.